In this video we're going to be going out in the morning to the North Vernon Island. There's a big reefs around there, so we're going to be flicking lures and dropping baits at them, hoping for what, Charlie? Dewies, cold trout, everything, like every reef fish. And then like about this time of day when it's starting to come on dark, we'll go throw some liveys in a creek that we know that's nearby there, and hope for a barra, mangrove jack, queenies, I don't know, whatever's coming through that creek. So right now I'm going to talk you through about the lures we're going to be using. The ones that we're going to be casting are going to be like at the rocks and that, are going to be marabou jigs. They're pretty simple lures. They're just a jig head with white feathers lapped around them, and they look very good in the water because that all goes straight and it all wiggles and looks like a fish. The other things are gonna be stuff like poppers. We'll be using poppers and xeric paras. Poppers are good because they don't go as deep as the other lures into the water, so they won't get caught on the rocks. They'll just go along and make big bubbles, the fish on the top, and the fish will think that it's a struggling animal and it's in their sort of area, so they'll go up and they'll attack it, and hopefully we get a good fish off poppers. And we also got the paras. They're good because they only go about this far underwater, about, what's that, 10 centimeters underwater, 15 centimeters underwater, and they're good. They got a loud rattle. That's what I got the mangrove jack on in the last video we did. Pretty good lures. And then as we're going over to the creek, we'll be trawling with stuff like this, and all the likes of Barra Classics, all the shiny lures that go down a bit deeper. So the reason we go a bit faster out in the blue is because of the pelagics. They're faster sort of fish, used to chasing their bait, but the barra will just sit there in the muddy water or clear water and ambush their fish and go up and just suck them in. The ones I find very good in fresh water are white lures, and yeah, in crystal clear water I'll use like real bright lures. So that's the lures we're going to be using. So we've just come out of Leaders Creek right at the mouth. We didn't get out of the creek without incident because there was a crocodile and we didn't know, he sort of went under, but we didn't know he was only about this far under the water, and we went over him and he got caught in the prop. He went kunk, and then so we had to stop and check the motor if it was alright. So now we're out the front. Over there we got Cape Hotham, and then the Vernon Islands around there. We're going to be going off over there. Once we get out, we're going to be heading off around the Vernons. We'll get going while the going's good. That's Mackie's. Yeah, listen to the ride. He's just hanging about down there. Bits. I've just been smoked on light gear by a huge Mackie, and I've hooked up something big, like there's no stopping it, and we got about 100 metres of line taken out with this. They just run you into the reef and cut you off. It was a big fish, and Dad, I gave it to him because I don't really know how to pull it up. And then at the end, Chopped it, and then Dad was going back to the boat, and then he came up with this. So I've just dropped this down after we've moved, and I've caught this beautiful cold trout on my Sienna. They're good fighting fish. Have you noticed if they have eyes on the top of their head, it means that they're predatory fish. So he saw that squid and he thought, oh, squid, I might go for that. And then he's gone up and bang, smashed it. So we're going to keep him for dinner. Look at that. I've been dreaming about this all day, and now the time is right. I'm going to do it. Oh, it's so nice. Yeah, I'm not stuffing around out here. Big sharks. Loving these little poppers. Look how clear the water is. The reason why all these Tuskfish chew on the rocks is because their teeth never stop growing, so they're always chewing on the rocks to grind down their teeth. They're grinding down their teeth so they don't get too big and make them look ugly. So that's why they always got big teeth when you see them. So the big teeth like that, they're always grabbing these rocks and coral, chewing it down and grinding down their teeth. So these sharks are kind of pesky when you're trying to flick to the coral reefs. I was hoping to kill something, but then they're everywhere, and he grabbed it with the gang hooks. And I've hooked him. So we're just going to release him. Look at all the little sharks and other sharks that come in for these. really stresses me. Man, my muscles are sore. Alright guys, so we're going to drop some liveys back in the Leaders Creek Dewey hole. And we're going to just collect some liveys now. So the sharks have been chasing all these little fish and to push them into the shallows. So we'll get the throw net on them and put them in the bait bucket. Guys are out there waiting in the boat. And then we'll pull them back into the boat. In the water. There's a little shark there. Yeah. So he's got a ton, I should say. Like, more than enough. These should do. But, hey, Charlie, you want to grab that bucket and we'll walk up to you.